Whenever someone in the camp became infected, everyone would grab their poles and mercilessly force that person backward, driving them toward the massive gate towering over 100 meters high. The infected person could only beg for mercy, as if something terrifying was waiting beyond those doors. But in the end, they were still pushed inside, as the heavy stone gate slowly closed behind them. Anyone sent in there would never survive until morning. Then, at dawn, as soon as the gate opened again, the fastest runners in the camp would rush inside. Beyond the towering walls lay an endless maze. Those runners were the camp's only hope. Only by mapping every path inside could they ever hope to escape. Normally, the runners always returned before the gate closed at sunset. But today, they had not come back. Everyone began to panic, fearing they had been killed by the creatures inside the maze. And whenever strong winds began to sweep through the passage, it meant the gates were about to shut. Just as everyone was losing hope, Jack suddenly shouted for them to stop. But something was wrong. The runners had been attacked by the monsters. Everyone desperately urged them to hurry, but they were already exhausted. As the two of them struggled toward the entrance, it looked like they were about to be trapped inside. Then at the very last second, Jack ran into the maze himself. Everyone screamed for him not to go, but it was already too late. This was only Jack's second day here, and even Minho, the fastest runner, could not understand why he would risk his life like that. Looking at their unconscious leader, Albie Minho explained that Albie had been attacked by a creature and infected. He had done everything he could to carry him this far, and the monsters could return at any moment. They had to leave immediately, but Jack refused to abandon Albie. He wanted to hide him somewhere safe. Minho angrily told him there was nowhere in the maze to hide. Then Jack noticed something. The walls of the maze were covered in thick vines, so they decided to lift Albie into the air, suspending him above the ground and securing him with ropes. But just then, a monster suddenly appeared. Minho was panicking, desperate to run, while Jack tried to calm him. The creature moved closer and closer. Seeing no other option, Minho made a final choice. He turned and ran in fear. As the monster closed in, Jack quickly hid behind the vines. Peering through the narrow gaps, he finally saw it clearly, a giant spider-like creature known as a griever. Luckily, the creature had not noticed him, so he quickly secured the rope, making sure Albie would not fall. But the noise he made still caught the monster's attention. Jack thought he had been discovered, but when he slowly looked out, the creature had vanished. But suddenly he heard the maze shifting deep in the distance. Along with the terrifying screams of several grievers, fear rushed through him, and he quickly backed away. But something sticky grabbed hold of his foot. He had not even noticed that the creature was hanging directly above him.